I just don't. I mean, y'all have seen the show. I'm used to kind of like being in the gym, and then this is. I feel like I don't even recognize my body. Like it's a few little scars, and the guy was able to go like camera here and just a bunch of little. It's like 8 little things, and so at least I woke up, and he warned me because the bone broke, and so so they were hoping that the bone would fuse properly and they could avoid the bone surgery and just do the rotator cuff and the labrum. But the bone fused improperly, so they had to saw it and anchor it. Yeah. And then here's the fun part. Or here's so like I've played sports and worked out, and if you get a hangover, you take Advil. I've taken Advil for many years, and not like I just sit there popping Advil. But if I wake up, if I'm hurting, I'll pop 2 Advil. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I've got a headache, or oh, my legs are sore, or oh, my back, or whatever. So I'm sitting here with the doctor, and it's either the morning after or 2 days after surgery. I've got surgery on Friday, and so it's either Saturday morning or Sunday. I'm sitting there with him, and he's going over my pain med allocation or whatever. And I've got this like a catheter ball that's taped to my body and inserted into my trapezius to go to the nerve center to numb me. It's a numb ball, and it's called like OnQ, and it keeps it numb. And you can go at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so I'm almost up to 14, which I think was the highest, like 2 or 14 milliliters per hour. And he's like, I recommend you keep it on 14 for about the next 8 hours, and then you drop it back to 10, and drop it back to 6. He's like, don't get behind the pain. And then he said, we're going to have you on 2 OxyContin every 8 hours, 2 oxycodones every 4 hours, a Valium when you wake up, and a Valium before bed. But don't take any Advil. I swear to God, that's my face. I was like, wait a second. I got a numbing ball in 4 inches into my body to numb me. You're giving me like 4 gallons of Oxy a day, Valium, but I can't take Advil? Like, what have I been taking all these years? Like, I'm going to die? But I guess he explained that it wasn't that it's unhealthy. It's that I guess with a broken bone, you want inflammation. Like you can use ice to keep the pain down and the swelling, but the inflammation is the way your body sends nutrients. Yeah, that's where it goes like, hey, this is injured. Like, send stuff there. And so it was like, just treat the pain, but not the inflammation or anti-inflammatory drug.
Okay.
And now I'm terrified.
Interesting.
Yeah, but only with broken bones. I think they're like joints or this or that. It's fine.
I've got arthritis, so I take a lot of medication.
Oh yeah, and that certainly wasn't a prescription.
No.
Certainly anything but a doctor. But that was my what do you call it? Prognosis.
And Master Chow.
Master Chow, I know, he felt
You
so
were
bad.
wrestling in the green room, weren't you?
We were all horsing around the green room. It was like we were all. And we did it a few years ago in Toronto, me, Jensen, and Misha. And Misha's shoulder got hurt, and I think my back got hurt. And we were just being silly. You put 15 boys in a room, and they're all jet lagged. At a convention, and we're all being goofy and silly, and everybody's fun, and we're laughing. And then he got on my back, and he had a good hold. I was like, well, I better tackle him. And so I stand up, and there's a couch here, and a coffee table here, and I stand up, he's on my back, and I remember thinking to myself, like, well, I better make sure I don't hit the coffee table. And so I go to kind of do one of these things where I just turn around in the air and kind of, drop both of us, because he's like Spider Monkey. And so I've got the Spider Monkey wrapped around, and I was like, he's got a good hold. And so I stand up off the couch and go to kind of like do this number and sort of fall on him, because you hit the ground, and nothing would have hurt. But my elbow, because I was so focused on avoiding my elbow hit the couch, and so I fall on the ground, everybody jumps on top of us.
Oh my God!
I tap, and they're like, oh, Dr. Chow! And I get up and I'm like, shoulder. And Cliff comes up and he's like, I'm going to count to 3. 1, bam! Yeah, and then we go, and then everybody was teasing at first, like, oh, Monster, gotcha! But then they were like, oh my God, you look like you're dead. I guess I was like ghost-like. And so it was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. I think I just sprained my shoulder. And Cliffy's like, you did more than that. You know what, we're going to walk you upstairs for a second, just kind of sit you down, like, see what's going on, maybe see if there's a doctor in the house. And I was like, I'm fine, man. I only got a little, I'll be fine. Like, it hurts. And we go upstairs, and my arm is starting to get really tight, and like do this, and so I'll do it with this arm, because I can't get it from it. So I go like this to kind of like try and stretch it, and it pops out again.
Oh.
And then it took, and then Tomo, and y'all met Tomo?
Yeah.
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah.
Tomo has his arms now around me like in a bear hug, and Clippy is again like they're just sitting there wrenching on my arm. Oh, before this, luckily, Tomo being the tough guy that he is, when it first happened, he walks up. Let me see. So when it first happened, Tomo's like, "Hey buddy, I saw your face. Here," and this is whiskey. He goes, "Drink." And I was like, "All right, it hurts." And so I had like 3 ounces of whiskey, and so then I go upstairs. And Tom and Cookie were rich on me, and they pop it back in. And I was like, "All right, guys, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna see you in a second." Wow. And I wake up and there's an Italian doctor there, like moving me around.
Yeah.
He's like, "I think you broke it. You should go to the emergency room." I was like, "Oh well, I got a big day tomorrow, so I'll go in a few." Long story short, I went.
I know that's nuts, right?
I know. That was
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah, I'm a dude. Dumb dude.
You know what was funny though, at the beginning, because I was there.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, he fell." They didn't tell us the truth at the beginning. I was like, "No, he fell." It was like a romantic sort of way of saying that Osric attacked you and he died.
And he didn't, in all fairness to Osric, and I tease him about LRCM, like, I'm like, well, but we were just, it was a silly, of all the stupid things in my
It was
life.
accident.
It was a silly, dumb, like, I've done flips on wakeboards and jumped off of roofs and driven, of all the things I've done in my life. I've done, like, MMA fighting, I've done kickboxing and wrestling where you're trying to either do that to somebody or not have it done to you. And I've been fine. And
Yeah.
then being silly and being boys and I was
You know why it wasn't controlled? When you're fighting with someone,
Sure, yeah,
if you
sure.
like,
And
you're
you-
aware.
yeah, you're not- yeah.
But when you're
It was
playing,
one of those silly little, like, I'm not 25 anymore situations. I was like, oh, I'm breakable. That sucks.
By the way,
Yes.
this is from the Ndebele tribe in South Africa.
Sorry, say it again?
It's from the Ndebele tribe in South
Ndebele?
Africa. It's handmade. I bought you and Jason each one. So
No
I hope
way!
you like it.
Well, thank you. That was awesome.